friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Dee. I am a Seint beauty artist and a DIY lash enthusiast. So you clicked on this video today because you were interested in the Cheetah Hack Method, or you were interested in Seint, or you're just checking it out going, what the heck is she doing with her makeup? So if you pretty much have been living under a rock, you have never heard of the Cheetah Hack Method, or maybe ever seen it. But basically it's where you put dots all over your face, you put your foundation, you put your concealer, you put your contour, all that stuff, and you blend it out together, and then it turns into this basic masterpiece or whatever. So it is one of my favorite methods. I think I go between that and like just smearing out all over my face, but I wanted to take the time and kind of do a series of different methods of ways that you could apply Seint makeup. Now, I think it was Jessica Alba that recently did one where she did it with her products or did it with similar products. You can technically do this with any cream makeup, but I have, and if you look through my channel, I have tried so many different foundations and so many different cream products. And because my skin is very, very dry, I have been using cream products for years and years. So I know about the bronzers, I know about the blushes, I know about the different cream foundations that are out there. And Seint Beauty, Seint official products have been the only face products, concealer, or foundation, bronzer, blush, all that stuff that I have consistently used. And I've been using these products for over 2 years now. And if you look through my foundation reviews, you can tell that I've tried a lot, and there's some that I really, really liked. I've never used a foundation system or a makeup system or makeup routine this long in my whole entire life. And I think that says a lot. So I'm gonna be taking you through kind of the Cheetah Hack Method and what it looks like, and just showing you how it can come together and how it is one of the easiest makeup routines that you can have. I use this method when I am running late and I need to run out the door. It is super, super easy to just slap it on, blend it out, touch up a little bit, and then go out the door. So I wanna kind of take you through that. So before we start, I wanna take you through like what's in my compact, the colors that I'm using, the brushes that I'm gonna use. Everything is 100% customizable. So when you do a free color match, and I'll link the form down below, you get to choose the products that you want. I will suggest the products for you. I will suggest a main highlight color. I will suggest a brightening color. I'll suggest a contour, a bronzer, a blush. I will suggest all the things, but you get to decide what you want to do. I have so many people reach out to me and ask me, hey, if I just do the main highlight color, can I use other cream products with it? Absolutely, you can. I don't recommend that because I think the Seint products are better and more superior than the other cream products that are out there. And that's just my personal opinion. It has nothing to do with the fact that I sell it. It has everything to do with, like, I've been using this makeup for 2 years. There's a reason why I sell it, because I'm passionate about it. And I think it's fabulous, fabulous makeup. So you can enter much. I have some people that are like, hey, I really like this concealer. So they use the main highlight shade and then they use a regular liquid concealer with it. You can mix and match. It is your beauty routine. I'm not going to tell you no. I'm going to say, hey, I don't suggest it, but if that's what you want and and it works, do you, boo. I mean, it is what it is. I'm here to help you whatever way I can. And it also goes with the affordability. So these are super, super affordable. But at the end of the day, if you can only afford one thing, the main highlight color, then just pick up that. I'm not going to push anything on you. I am not a pushy salesperson. I don't even consider myself a salesperson. I'm just telling you, I love a product. Hey, if you want to try it, risk-free, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what it is. But I have this compact right here. This is where I keep everything. And this is my day-to-day stuff. So I've got my color correctors, and I'll show you those. I've got my main highlight, and I kind of bounce them back and forth between two main highlights. I've got my brow wax, and then I have my contour, my bronzer, and pretty much the daily blush that I use. And then I have some, colors as far as the eyeshadows that I use every day. So this is the compact that I grab every single day. There are other colors, and you can go crazy with it. You can get big compacts where you can fit a whole bunch of stuff. You can get smaller than this compacts. It's 100% customizable, and that's why I like it. So first, I'm kind of talking through, I'm going to take my blend brush, and I am going to start with color correcting my dark eye circles. When you do a color match form and you submit your photos to me, they're going to be makeup-free photos in front of a bright window, like not where the sun is shining in your face, but just kind of a bright window so I can get a true and accurate look at what your skin is and what you are working with and what you may need to cover up. And so I will suggest certain things of, hey, you know, you've got dark eye circles, you may want to try this, or grab this thing, or you have dark spots, you may want to grab this thing. So I customize it. The color match is customized to your skin. But a lot of people, I say, hey, like if you have redness, and I'm taking the June color right here, this was the color Mango. This is a main highlight color, and I've been loving it for my dark eye circles because I do have both blue and purple colors under there. And so before I was mixing two colors to try to get that the camouflage it, and the Mango seems to really, really help with that. So I'm taking the color June right now, which is also a main highlight color, and I'm just putting it on the areas where I have a little bit more redness. So again, some people work with June for the redness. Some people work Aspen, which is a contour color. Again, you just kind of play with it. And I'll be able to recommend colors that are specific for you. So that is it. So color correcting is done. It's just a very light wash of color just to kind of correct the different things. And then I'm going to go in with my main foundation color. So, or actually I'm going to go in with my contour first. So this is the contour color. This is the color Ash. And I'm going to basically dot it all over my face. Now you can use a brush for this. You use your finger. You can use whatever. I like using a finger just because I feel like I have more control. And I'm just gonna put it on the areas that I want to contour. And then I'm gonna go in with my main highlight color. I've been using the color Aurora, and I really, really like it. Okay, so at this point, you can go in, you can add your bronzer on top of this, you can add your cheek color. I personally don't like to because I feel like it just kind of blends in together and it's not pigmented enough for me, but you can 100% do it if you're running late. I look like a crazy, every time I look in the camera, I'm like, you look like I have the chicken pox or something, some kind of skin disorder. But this is the easiest way. What I'm gonna do is, at this point, I go in and I take a setting spray. So this is the current setting spray that I'm using, the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist by e.l.f. I'll be completely honest with you, I don't particularly care for it. Not because it's bad, it's just I've been using the Milani All Day, I think it's called All Day Setting Mist by Milani, and it is hands down one of my favorite setting mists. It is super affordable, it's super easy to get your hands on because it's pretty much at Ulta and Walmart and all this stuff. But I felt like it did a really, really good job of keeping my skin, like the longevity of my makeup, basically. This is more hydrating, so I do feel like it does do a good job of hydrating my skin, but that's not really what I'm looking for in a setting mist. I really want that longevity. So I prefer the Milani, but this is what I'm gonna use. So basically I just spray it. And then I'm gonna go in with my 3D foundation brush. This is the brush that I recommend for everybody. Everybody who does a color match, I will just recommend this one. And then if you come back and say, hey, I want to order more than one, or what's the next one that you would recommend, I can definitely give recommendations based on, you know, what you're trying to achieve. But this is the only one that I would recommend right out the gate, just because you're going to try the product. Like a lot of people, I have a lot of people that will just buy a couple colors and they'll buy this brush, and then they'll come back and put in a second order like a couple days later, because after they get their makeup and they're like, oh my gosh, I need all the colors now. So I always am more conservative when I do the color matches, because I don't want you to feel as though you have to purchase all this stuff in order for your makeup to look amazing. You don't. You can purchase whatever is in your budget and whatever you feel comfortable with, and you can try it out. And if you like it, go and purchase more. So first I did my lighter shade. Next, I'm gonna go in with the darker shade and just kind of do like a bouncing motion and blend this into my skin. And so this is where the one layer makeup thing, if you've ever heard that before, like the benefit to Seint is you get that one makeup look, where before with foundation, you're putting the foundation all over your skin, and then you're adding and adding and adding, and it's just all these different layers. With this, you're getting the coverage that you need, and you're only putting it on the areas, the color on the areas that you want that color. So it's technically a one layer makeup. Now, in full disclosure, I will go in like for my nose and for my chin and for under my eyes, I will go in with another lighter layer just because those are the areas where I usually have the most redness, the veins around my nose, the veins under my eyes. Like there's just a lot of, stuff going on, even though I color corrected it. But then I also like to go in with another layer just because that is the area that I tend to break up the most. So I like to have a little bit more makeup on that area. You see here, everything is blended out. Now at this point, you've got your base on. So you can 100% go in and go darker for the contour if you want to get a little bit more color. You can do whatever you want at this point, but that's just kind of the Cheetah method, and it's so easy, and you can see how easy it blends. You don't have to be a makeup artist. You don't have to be a makeup pro. You can be brand new to makeup, and this makeup is going to look gorgeous on you, and it's going to make you feel like you know what you're doing. I've been doing makeup for a while, my own makeup, but I am not a professional. I just slap it on and I'm like, oh, it looks good. Let's go with that. So the other thing I'm gonna do after I do that is I love to take my beauty blender, or I always say beauty blender, but it's the Real Technique sponge. I get these at Ulta every time they do a sale, or like buy more, save more kind of thing. I will always pick these up. These are hands down my favorite sponges. Everybody asks me like about the Seint sponge. It's okay, but these are more affordable. They're easier to get your hands on, and I think they work better. So I like these, and every time there's a sale, I just pick a whole bunch up. You can tell by my makeup brushes, I really need to clean them. I'm gonna be doing a video on that soon with the Seint brush of how I maintain my brushes every single day, but then also how I deep clean them. So next I'm gonna go with my bronzer. Now with your bronzer, you can go in, the normal method I do is I dip my brush in and then I go and place it, but sticking true to the Cheetah HAC method and just kind of the, dotting with your finger, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to use my finger. And I'm going to put it basically where the sun hits my skin. So just to kind of give that nice little glow, I smear it down my neck because I like to make sure that my neck is bronzed. And this is overkill. Like, you do not have to have a contour and a bronzer. You don't have to have both of them. So don't feel like you do in order to get, to look fabulous. I always tell everybody, it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you want that sculpted look and you want to really hollow out your cheekbones or really add dimension to your face, then contouring is the best. If you want to add warmth to your face and you want to kind of get that kind of bronzy look, then obviously bronzer is going to be the best. But you don't have to do both of them in order to achieve a nice look. So again, going in with my beauty blender, just making sure everything's blended. Next, I'm gonna go in and take a little bit more of my main highlight shade. Now, you may notice that normally, like when you go to fill out the color match and I give you colors, I recommend a main highlight shade and a brightening shade. And basically it's just two foundation colors, if you will. Some people use them as a foundation and a concealer. I personally don't like my under eyes to be super bright compared to the rest of my face. I personally don't like that look. I don't think it looks good on me. I think it looks fabulous on everybody else. So that's where your makeup routine is 100% customizable. Do what you feel comfortable with and do what you feel looks the best. I will go in with the same main highlight shade and brighten under my eyes. I don't feel like I need anything like any shade lighter because I feel like with my bronzer, my contour, I'm already getting that kind of lighter look. And this is what I do, and this is what I feel most comfortable with, and this is what I feel works the best. So again, if you're somebody like me, or maybe you're, watching your money because inflation's stupid crazy right now, pick up one shade and try it, and you might like it. You might find that you don't need a brightening shade in order to achieve the makeup look that you want. So there's no obligation, and you can definitely do what you feel is best. So that's kind of the base. Next, I'm gonna go in with my blush, and this is the color Nude. It looks really dark in the pan, and it's more of, I guess it's more of a glossy kind of color. It's It's very, very pigmented, but it's not a matte or satin. It's more a little bit of glossy. Maybe it's satin. I don't know, I have to look. But basically what I do is I'm taking my buff and blush brush, try to say that 3 times fast, and I'm just gonna pack the color on where I want it. And you can see here, it just gives this really, really pretty kind of flushed look. And if you are similar to my skin tone, this is the color that I always recommend. I'll usually recommend nude. And then if you're like a pinky person, you know, pink grapefruit is really pretty. Baby watermelon is really pretty. But this one is like, to me, the most natural. And it just gives you this really, really pretty flush look. It's also great for fall because it's not like boom in your face. It's not that pinky kind of look. But so that is the complete look. You can see here, definitely full coverage. It was super, super easy to obtain. It is very, very quick method. That's one of the reasons why I like the Cheetah Hack method, the dot method, or the smear method, because I feel like it's super, super quick. You can just hurry up and blend it all out. And if you really wanted to get it all, you know, like really condense your makeup routine, you can do all the colors at once and walk out the door. Obviously this took me a little bit longer because I'm talking through it, but you get the gist. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'll speed it up so you can see it in case you're interested in it. But then I'll come back and let you see the final result, because I feel like after you get everything on, it's like, okay, like it's together. Here it's like, okay, it's still missing something. She needs her eyebrows for sure. So I'll speed it up. So this is the final look, everything all together, and you can just see it blends out beautifully. Full face done. And usually it takes me anywhere, I would say I could do my makeup under 10 minutes. If I'm going in a little bit more or doing more elaborate eye, obviously it would be longer, but for the most part, I just kind of slap it on and go, and this is the end result. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, or if you would like to be color match, is 100% free. There's no obligation. I promise I'm not going to be a pushy salesperson. You fill out the jot form below, send me a couple of pictures of you without makeup in front of a bright window, and then I will provide some recommendations and you purchase what you feel like, and then I will help you along the way. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. Until next time, bye.